Hello, this is the Naritsa video, just going over the Speedrun world record history of Happy Wheels. I imagine I'm probably just gonna include the parts where I'm included in nearing the end, just because that's the only parts I can provide some valuable insight to. I'll see y'all then.
Другой раннер под ником Максимум, который и рассказал всю эту историю, также задал несколько вопросов своему коллеге касательно того, будет ли он улучшать рекорд. По словам самого Дрея, он вернется только в том случае, если появится достойный претендент, который будет способен побороться с ним за первое место. Его желание сбылось. Эффект от ролика Максимума был настолько мощным, что к сообществу Happy Wheels присоединились сотни новых игроков, в том числе раннер под ником Skyfidel.
There were a lot of people that joined. I think before, there was probably only around 6 submitted runs. Dre would know this better. And then, right now, there's, I think, around 27 runs. Immediately after, it jumped to around like 18, 20. A lot of people joined just because of the video, including Sky Fidel.
Который до этого увлекался только Майнкрафтом и даже имеет первое место в категории Perfect Seed.
I had first place in Perfect Seed a while ago. I don't know who has it now. I think they also did a split. I used to run the 1.16 version and they split the category a few times. And there's definitely someone else who has the world record nowadays. I haven't checked in a while, but yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I did used to run that. I also ran a whole bunch of other categories as well. That's cool that you found that.
Вот в августе 2022 года он решает посоревноваться с Дреем. И
I think I saw the video about 3 weeks after it came out, and it was just summer, and I was like, I have nothing to do. So I remember I kind of reluctantly downloaded the game and was asking the Discord how to even download it. And I think Dre actually helped me download the game and put it into Flash Player, which is kind of funny. Dre's super nice. Like, he was so nice to everyone. Every new person that was coming to the Discord, he was open arms, would give them lessons. And yeah, he told me how to put the game in, and the first map I played was Obstacle Course. And I remember I just did that for a few days. And like, I think I only played that map for 2 days straight, for a few hours each day. And Dre was also streaming at the time, so I'd go into his chat and type up, "Oh, this is what time I got." just try to get a bit of attention from him. But yeah, he was super nice, very welcoming. And yeah, I think it was around a month and a half, 2 months later, I was able to get the 242 for the first time. I think probably my first runs were around 6 minutes. I think my first submitted run I think it might have been a 315. Could be remembering wrong. And then yeah, I got the 242 a bit later in August 2022. It seems.
довольно быстро устанавливать новый рекорд со временем 2 минуты 42 секунды. Любопытно то, что в его пробеге не было особых изменений.
Were there no? I would. The menuing, I think, was changed. I might have implemented double escape menuing by then, where I remapped my F1 key to an escape key. I'm not sure. There might have been some other things I'm just forgetting. Yeah.
Стратегии. Он просто хорошо отыграл по уже заданному маршруту и быстро
And menuing was also a big focus of mine around then. Yeah.
менюшки благодаря тому, что заранее поставил мышку в нужное.
Oh yeah. I did. Yeah. Menuing was a big focus. I got a little highlighter, and I marked on my screen where the exit to menu button will be, so that while I was running, I could actually position my mouse to where the exit to menu button will be, just from faster menuing. That was my big thing. Was just focusing on menuing. And then yeah, Dre Dre said GG's for now. And also at the end of the 242 video, I challenged Dre to race to sub 230. And GG's for now. I think he got it. Was it a day later? I don't remember nowadays. But he got it back super fast. On the temporary victory. It was very temporary.
Опередил его на 160 секунд. В ответ на это Skyfidel использует новую стратегию на уровне Happening. Вместо того, чтобы старика во дворе.
This is where it got implemented with this new, just a little bit harder, and it keeps happening.
Делает прыжок на старте и отпускает средства передвижения, благодаря чему долетает до финала на 2
The wise man flies. That might just be a mistranslation. Then I got the 240.
быстрее и занимает первое.
I also remember Maximum kind of mentioned in his video about there being potentially a sub 240 being possible. And I was trying to get the sub 240. I mean, the big thing I was trying to get was the sub 230. But the sub 240 was another one I was trying to get. But yeah, Mr. Dre was able to get it before me. Yeah, 238, 238.367. I remember that. I was actually... I think school started around then, so I kind of was stopping for then. I think that was my first semester of college. I got into Happy Wheels speedrunning the summer after high school, and it was just, I already said the summer, just trying to find something to do. And then yeah, fall semester started. I remember actually, Dre was streaming, and I was trying to find time to run just to get a world record. And while I was walking home from the library, I was watching Dre's stream, and I think I was in chat just spamming, trying to distract him. But yeah, while I was walking home from the library in Twitch, I watched him get the sub 240. And my heart broke. I mean, it's always cool to see a faster world record though. And it is competition. It is fun. It is fun. But I don't think I touched the game for a while after that. Yeah. So Dre got his 234, and then he also had school starting around then, so we both stopped. And winter break came by.
Он помчался со всех сил. Спустя день он оторвался на 2 секунды, благодаря практически идеальному исполнению всех трюков. А спустя
almost perfect. Yeah, that was true. That was a good run.
и 2000 попыток он
I feel like it was more than 2,000 attempts. It must, unless Dre is cracked, so maybe he just did it in 2,000 attempts, but maybe.
со временем 2 минуты 35 секунд. Причем в своем прохождении Дрей даже не использовал новую...
Yeah, he didn't use that strategy. I mean, the record was... You could get away with things still back then. I mean, even nowadays you can get away with things, but...
Увидев это, Skyfidel решил действовать жестко. Начиная с декабря 2000...
Decided to act tough...
Увидев это, Skyfidel решил действовать жестко.
Skyfidel started to act tough starting in December. I mean, sure. Yeah, that's when my winter break was, so I ended up coming back for the winter break. Yeah, so I think it was a 233.067 if I remember correctly. Then I created a whole bunch of little time save. I remember one world record I beat it by just one frame. It was from a 231.7 to a 231.666, I think, if I remember correctly. And another one was I got the 230 just exactly 230.000, and the entire goal, as I said earlier, was just sub 230,
одну секунду
and that
потом
was
на 2,
fun.
а затем на 3. И в середине января 2023 года смог поставить
Yeah,
невероятный
I
рекорд.
remember he was also cutting it close because I think I had school starting in probably a week or maybe 5 days. So I was getting a little stressed that I wasn't gonna get sub 230.
28 секунд. Этого времени удалось достичь благодаря тому, что в своем пробеге он использовал все самые рискованные и
I used a lot of the strategies. I mean, there was some things like it keeps happening. There's a faster it keeps happening that we knew about that I just didn't use. And also just like little things like nowadays we use the individual level version of trap track where you're jumping at the end to get to the finish line faster. And I think obstacle course, we also started using the faster version of obstacle course. I could be wrong about obstacle course.
Он пролетел через дробилки, не слезая с коляски. Очень быстро взорвался на мини-трап.
My trap track. Oh.
Великолепный прыжок в начале гонки.
Oh.
Спустился с нее.
Yeah, I think he cut out the part. I think in the 228 you see how I'm oriented? I ended up landing on my back and I had to turn around.
А затем спустился с нее без задержек. И наконец точно
I had a little bit of delay. I mean, it was still alright.
стекла на карте Dawn of the Dead. Казалось бы, вот он, идеальный забег, которого все так долго ждали. Теперь Дрей точно не сможет вырваться вперед.
Jay would definitely not be able to get ahead.
Вынужден будет уступить первое место молодому претенденту. Безусловно, усилия Скай Фидела достойны огромного признания. Полгода подряд он улучшал результаты и активно...
Yeah, probably 6 months I was about in the community for. But as I said, I took the semester off, so it kind of in a row. I was mostly just doing it during summer, and then I had to take 4-month break, and came back in December, to start speedrunning again. So kinda, it was about 2 months at the start of the summer, maybe a month and a half. I'm forgetting, and then the winter break was about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'm also forgetting the exact time slot. Somewhere around a month and a half.
Но, видимо, этого оказалось мало, потому что в прошлом месяце Дрей вернулся и решил сыграть в ва-банк.
Yeah,
В
Dre.
своем пробеге он также
Dre's
использовал
menuing.
самые рискованные стратегии, и благодаря накопленному
Did he incorporate all the riskiest strategies? Probably.
опыту
I mean, it's
просто
Dre.
выполнил их лучше. Более того, во время прохождения уровня с автобусом ему очень сильно не повезло, из-за чего он не смог сразу
Yeah,
на финальную
the
платформу
GBE
и потерял
instance.
4 секунды. Но в итоге все равно опередил своего соперника и занял первое
Yeah,
место
the
со временем
227.1.
27 секунд. Вот
That's
это
cool.
я понимаю противостояние. Далеко не в каждом сообществе есть такие же...
What's unfortunate is Dre had all the skill to get like maybe even a sub 220. I think he had a few sub 220 pace runs. I think what cut him short was school. We're both college students, so that's our number one barrier is whenever this semester starts. We can't speedrun anymore. But yeah, his peak was higher than I've ever peaked. His menuing was insane. His mechanic, he was so consistent. He was getting so many runs. He had such great potential run then, and he just wasn't able to get the run, unfortunately. I mean, he did get the 227, of course, but he could have destroyed the record. Yeah.
Изначально категория демо создавалась для того, чтобы дать людям
That's cool. That's cool.
возможностью выбрать среднее между лютым задростом конкретных уровней и долгим испытанием на выносливость в попытках пройти все 130 уровней игры. В итоге все скатилось в самую настоящую борьбу за
That menuing, like he's actually
от этого история не становится менее
cracked that menu.
Поэтому я надеюсь, что ролик вам понравился. Не забывайте подписываться и писать комментарии с предложениями по будущим
That was nice.
разборам. Скоро увидимся.
Let's check out the comments. Incredibly well researched. Thank you for sharing the story. The legend himself. Legend. Congrats on meeting Sky. Yeah, it is. Congratulations. Dude, you're a legend. I agree. Gangsta for real. I was rooting for you and listened to the new results with jitters. We got some big Dre fans here. I mean, it is respectable. Considering how much he did for the game, and I mean, to be honest, his peak was better than I have ever been. So it is completely understandable that people support him. You're the best. Sky Vidal sucks. I agree. Just imagine Dre's face. His opponent tried to reduce 3 seconds for 6 months. I kind of mentioned that. It was the summer and then the winter break. And how many seconds was that? I wonder how many seconds I cut off between then. I got the 240, so it's like 2 seconds. And then from 235 basically to the 228. It's around 6, 7. It's like 8 seconds. But he was able to overtake him with the fact that he wasted another 4 seconds. Yeah, that was crazy. He set a record that nobody would break in it. Yeah, that would be a very hard record. I mean, there was the recent helicopter skip that was found, but if he was able to maximize his skill back then, he would have created one of the best runs. I mean, he did create one of the best runs the game ever seen, but like probably a very hard record to beat. Extremely hard. I worried about Dre's and Sky's relationship more than my own. That's funny. We're friends. We like each other. I sometimes make fun of him, but it's nothing serious. But I mean, there is competition, of course. That's the fun part of it. The fact that he was able to get down to a 243 just off his own will is actually crazy. I think I asked him before, and he said that was his most proud run, which is completely understandable. Dre, when Sky Fidel appeared, finally a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. Dre crashed. Well, he's just a genius. It's like he played a week a year, developed speedrunning skills in solo. His record couldn't be broken for more than a year, but he came and broke new ones in a week. And he always had no luck. Words can't describe how good he is. Yeah, I agree. Very good. Sometimes it took him a bit more than a week. I remember back when the 228 happened, I remember saying to myself, if he comes back and just beats my 228 in like 2 or 1 week, I would not be happy. I think it ended up taking him from when he was just getting started around a month. He got a sub 230 in about 2 weeks, so that's actually insane. But to actually beat my record, I think it took him about a month, and at that point, you can't be mad. You can't be mad about that. It's just what it is. But if he got that, beat my record in like a week, I would have rethought my life. I dream of having the same determination as Dre. I agree. Dre always on top. Yep. That was a good video.